Yes, sir. And just like that, we're back with another episode of What Life Can Be with SR.Gent. And today is crazy, man. Another school shooting, this one in St. Louis, and 2 people were dead. Let's get into the video, see what we can get from it.
But we begin tonight with the deadly school shooting in St. Louis. Students barricading the doors, hiding in classrooms. One student live streaming as police arrived at her classroom door. Look at the images tonight. Police say the gunman, 19, who was just identified as we came on tonight, a former student who broke into the school, the Central Visual and Performing Arts High School, where he graduated just last year. One student describing coming face to face with the shooter, saying he asked her, "Are you ready to die?"
Man, this is crazy. And then it's a former student. I don't know what the history was, how his time there was. Apparently it was unpleasant. I don't know if he was bullied or what the case was, but he didn't even attend the school anymore. He just had whatever he had in his heart and his mind that happened to him there, and he went back to do this. And for him to be in somebody's face, man, preparing to kill him and asking him, "Are you ready to die?" Thankfully, she told the story. So she didn't die, and she was obviously saved, but man, that's a terrifying moment. And this is more terrifying for me because I'm a father, man. I have a daughter that's currently in middle school, and one day she's going to be in high school, or even at her middle school. There's things like this happening all around the nation. Man, let's keep it going. Let's get into it.
The report going out of an active shooter triggering this massive law enforcement response. Police say they quickly located the shooter, exchanging gunfire. They say he was armed with a long gun. Students reacting in shock and sorrow, comforting one another in their grief. Tonight, an adult and a teenage girl are both dead, 6 others injured. Police shot and killed the gunman. ABC's Alex Perez leading us off in St. Louis tonight.
Man, so, all right, well, at least the gunman was definitely handled, I guess you would say. Unfortunately, he lost his life, but in these situations, I believe that's what the people are going for. They are suicidal, suicide by cops, or whatever you want to call it. They've made a decision to where they assume their life is over. So they're going to go through with the action like this, and they're going to deal with whatever the consequences are. Man, this is sad that you lost an adult and a kid lost their life. I don't have any details. Hopefully we'll get details as a teenage girl and an adult woman. I don't know if that's a teacher or just an adult that was at the school, maybe a counselor or somebody else, but let's get into it. See what else we get from the video.
Tonight, the all too familiar images in this country terrified children running for their lives during another deadly school shooting.
There's a report of an active shooter in a high school.
The calls for help coming just after 9 a.m. at the Central Visual and Performing Arts High School in St. Louis. One student live streaming from inside a classroom. Just as police arrived,
everybody line up in a single file line, okay?
And guided them to safety.
I seen my friend have all blood on her hand, and it was like she seen the shooter, and the shooter came to her and said, "You ready to die?"
Worried parents racing to the school.
When we got here, I just started hearing shots, and they just made us get down, and they told us to get away from the scene. So she was communicating with me inside and letting me know that everything is okay.
Police say the suspect was armed with a long gun and killed one adult woman and a teenage girl before police killed him on the 3rd floor. Police insist the school doors were locked, but they did not reveal how the suspect got inside.
The security staff did an outstanding job identifying the suspect's efforts to enter and immediately notified other staff.
Students checking on each other and reuniting with parents at a nearby parking lot.
Our children shouldn't have to experience this.
The FBI and ATF now assisting with the investigation.
Man, very unfortunate situation, man. You can't say enough about the condolences and the sorrow that these parents are feeling and how terrified you have to be hearing that there's a shooter at your child's school. This is definitely a call no parent ever wants to receive. Hey, man, put in the comments, man. What do you guys think about this? What would you do in the situation? Have you ever dealt with the situation? You know the vibe. Let's learn and grow together. And just like that, we're gone, man. Let me get that like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. For real.
Not for nothing, I cut my heart out, left it on the road.